Hi, welcome to today's video. In today's beading class, let me call it that, we are working with this beautiful green kente. It's actually an Ashanti kente with a northern kente design. I think it was beautifully done, and I'm going to be beading on this. Also, we are working with these beads. We are working with 0.3 fishing line. Yes, your scissors, always important. So in one of the previous videos, a comment came forth that I teach how threading is done. So today I decided to thread whilst doing the video. So this is it. You cut your fishing line, you pick up your needle. I use this kind of needle because of the size of bead I normally use. So if you think you can work with a bigger needle, that's up to you. And then you pass through your needle, normal threading like you would do for your threading needle for a button or something. Yes. So after doing it, I don't double mine because I use 0.3. I use 0.3 for my beading, so I don't double it. To avoid tangling and all that, I would advise you also use 0.3. But if you are comfortable with using smaller fishing lines like the 0.2 and the 0.25, please double it because those ones are very light. All right, so we are going to begin. We are going to go right into the beading. All right, so we are working with this one as I mentioned earlier. So this is a green kente, and you can see gold lines going through it. Someone would wonder why I'm about to use gold colored beads. And kindly take note that these beads are seed beads. I decided to use seed beads for this particular design because of how the gold comes off in the kente. If you look over here, I have worked with a crystal beads over here. When you critically cut it, it doesn't really conform with the color, the gold in the green kente. So I've decided to use this seed beads just because it matches with the gold in the kente. So we are starting. I'm starting right from the top here. You make your knots, don't forget. So that's how you make your knots for our new viewers. That is how to make your knots. Always make sure you make your knots. You cut off this excess. You cut off the excess. And then you begin. So I'm picking 5 seed beads each. 5 seed beads and then 1 sequence. This is 3, 4, 5. And then you pick up your sequence. This is a sequence. For those who don't know what sequence is, this is a sequence. Send it. Then you go again. When you go through my channel, you would see a reel with an orange kente. That's basically how it was done. That's how I did that design. I'm not making the same kind of design, but then this is the process I took to do that very one. So you can just follow this class to be able to do the orange design in the reel. But then I'm going to post a video of the exact thing later this month. But for this particular kente outfit, it's going to be in vertical lines, unlike the orange one in the shorts. Sorry, I mentioned reels earlier, the shorts. So yes, that's it. My needle is out of my fishing line. Oh, sorry, my fishing line is out of my needle. Someone is wondering when we'll finish with this. We'll surely finish. It's looking good already. These are gold seed beads, as I mentioned earlier. So when you go to town, there are a lot of types of beads. Yeah, this gold seed beads comes in 2 different kinds. There are some that becomes dark whilst even beading with it. Those are very less quality, so they are very cheap. And there are some that looks this good, like the ones I'm using. These ones are high quality seed beads, so it doesn't fade easily. Though it fades with time, truth be told, it fades with time. But until it fades, you would have worn the outfit for years. So sometimes when working on outfits where the budget is low, you can consider using these beads to the crystals. Basically for low budget outfits, but if it's a high budget clothing, please use crystals. Either use crystals or buy coins. And then again, you can also mix up your crystals with these seed beads to keep the glow standing right, And you should always look for the colors that will work best for the outfit, because this client wanted something very minimal, so more like a low budget thing, because she didn't want it too much. So I decided to do this, as I mentioned earlier, this particular one. I made one of my students, my physical students, do this. But then upon looking at it, it's not looking good. So I decided to do something different. So I went to get the seed beads and sequins, and that's what I'm working with. And you can already see that comparing this with this looks good. What we are doing now looks good, even though we are using seed beads, but it still looks good. So I always say in my videos that you should always look for what will work best for the outfit. You should always look out for what will work best for the outfit. So you're going to do this and cover the whole ring space. Not very close beading. This one is a bit spacious.